Is we live or what? Contender regime boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? Got the OG contender shirts. What's happening? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all gotta expect these random pop-up lives now. Y'all gotta have y'all notifications on and expect these random pop-up lives by now. You know what I'm saying? This is how we rocking, man. This is how we rocking, man. Y'all gotta have y'all notifications on and just be aware of these random pop-up lives, man. That's how we giving it up, man. You feel me? Hit that like button as you slide through. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's good, man? Shout out to the brother Marlon Primus in the building. What's happening? Shout out to my brother G Mays in the building, man. Hey, that's my day one right there. Hey, salute. What's good? Mr. Drake Joe in the building. What's good with you, my brother? Appreciate you for pulling up. Loose Bills in the building. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know I had to pull up on y'all boys, man, and chop it up. You feel me? It's been a whole lot of today has been very eventful, man. Shout out to the brother Marvelous Jarvis, you know what I'm saying, from Dallas, Texas. You know, he been going around the bend, man, on different platforms, just chopping it up, giving an update on Errol Spence, and we gonna talk in depth. We gonna chop it up, kind of see how y'all feel about everything that y'all been hearing. You feel me? But I really just want to talk about, yeah, you say my boy looking more dangerous. Big fact. Salute to my brother Walter Lee in the building. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, when I hear stuff like this, like I already be knowing what's going on. You feel me? I already be knowing what's going on. Everything Jarvis said, bro, I already been telling y'all. Salute to the brother Diavia and Bob in the building. What's good, soldier? God in the building. Salute to you, my brother. What's happening? Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Say he moving, Mr. Drake Joe say he moving to Dallas. Hey, salute, man. You know, Dallas is a good place to live, bro. Good place to live. Texas in general, man, but Dallas, good economy, man. We doing our thing for sure. Salute to the chat, yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, but I've been trying to tell y'all, boys, and I know y'all been peeping game because, we here. You feel me? We here, but, you know what I mean? Errol Spence, I'm already knowing the type of intensity that he bring into the table for this Jordanus Ugas fight. It's crazy that everything that Jarvis was touching on, I've been saying leading up to the Manny Pacquiao fight. You know how it's so many naysayers out there. Salute to my brother Skinny Too Litty in the building. What's good? It's so many naysayers out there, so many doubters, so many haters, so many detractors. You know what I'm saying? And you know what make it even worse for those people is that Earl he never come out and say nothing. You feel me? He never come out and say nothing. You gonna have to wait and hear his sparring partner say something. Or you gonna have to maybe get a glimpse of like his strength and conditioning coach, putting up the road to undisputed shit. Like you just gonna have to randomly get a glimpse on what's really going on. If you not tapped in and you don't got your ear to the street, so you're not close to the situation, you're not gonna really know what the hell going on. You dig what I'm saying? Because he don't be coming out and saying shit. And especially now, I think that's, it's even more fitting now with everything that's been going on. People been waiting so long to see Errol Spence back in the ring. And it's so much speculation. No, damn, his eye ain't gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? We heard the whole shit, the whole lead up to the Danny Garcia fight after the accident. Everybody was saying, oh, his punch resistance. Remember Angel Garcia said his punch resistance ain't gonna be the same? Danny Garcia landed a clean ass shot after the bell and Earl wiped that shit off. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers was saying like this dude gonna get knocked out by Danny Garcia. All because it's speculation. This is really what they be hoping. But Earl be listening to that shit. He really be paying attention to what's going on. Salute to the queen, simply Amira J in the building. What's good? Yes, man, we live for sure. For sure, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Everybody that's sliding through. Jay Lee, the chosen one in the building. What's good, my boy? Eric Bowden in the building. What's good? You know what I'm saying? So it's like he really be paying attention to this shit. And it's even more. I think Ugas, y'all know how I feel about that matchup. I have so much respect for Yordenis Ugas. I think he's an incredibly skilled fighter, an incredibly underrated fighter. He may not be the most flashy guy. Is probably not too much that stand out to the untrained eye. You know, if you're just looking for entertainment value and shit like that. But he's a very good fighter, and I don't think he's gonna be no pushover or nothing that you could just walk through. You know, Earl could go out there and make it look easy like that and just walk through him. But generally speaking, I don't look at Ugas like that. But he fuck around and get it the worst. Just because he's the most recent guy that Errol Spence is fighting after so much has happened. You know, him missing a Manny Pacquiao fight, having an eye injury, missing a payday like that. You know what I'm saying? And then having to go through so many hoops to make the Yordenis Ugas fight happen. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Terrence Crawford, you know, and shout out to the brother Terrence Crawford, doing something very courageous and going against the machine, the Top Rank and Bob Airman. That's a whole nother conversation. But, you know, just keeping it on track, you have Terrence Crawford coming out at the beach, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking for the big fish. Where you at, Earl? Talking real greasy. Man, Earl, he listened to that shit. And you seen on the post that he made, like right after that, where he was like, you know, motherfuckers take your silence for weakness. But trust me, you know, it's up when I get in that ring. It's up when I get in that ring. And the way Jarvis really just described the experience of being in the ring with Errol Spence, going back to when they were teenagers and then all the way up until now. I mean, he just sparred Errol Spence yesterday. You dig what I'm saying? Yesterday. For the people that's talking about, oh, now I've been posted like on the Instagram footage and then in the YouTube community, I've been posted photos showing you Errol Spence. He sparred on Christmas. Like he been sparring. He told you when after the Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter fight. If you paid attention when he was walking out and people was interviewing him, I think that was Blue Blood. He told y'all, look, I'm cleared to spar. Like, it's been up. So everybody talking about this whole eye injury shit, like where? You feel me? That shit done. That shit dead, bro. That shit dead. But people want it to be a problem. Salute to the Queen Neat J in the building. What's good? Appreciate you for pulling up. She said Jarvis' face said it all. Big facts. Big facts. That man in there doing work. He in there doing work. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny that one thing that he said that kind of stood out to me as well was he mentioned that a couple of months ago or a little early on when he sparred Errol Spence, he said that his speed and his ring IQ had increased. His movements, and what I got from that was his overall boxing ability. And he also mentioned as well that, you know, Earl, when he spar, he's not necessarily sparring to win sparring. He's sparring to get better and work on different things. And what I took from that was, if y'all remember when he was getting ready for Manny Pacquiao, the footage that came out of him training with Derrick James, we saw Errol Spence bouncing on his toes. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you've been watching Errol Spence early in his career, again, I've been telling y'all that we haven't seen him put everything together on one night yet. Go back to his first pro fight. If you follow Contender Regime on Instagram, I posted some film up from his first pro fight. Errol Spence bouncing on his toes, boxing, countering, shit that you really don't see him do every fight because he's so versatile and his skill set is so complete where he can put different shit together depending on the guy that he's fighting. But we really never seen Errol Spence put it all together on one night. Go back to the Ronald Cruz fight where the fight went the distance, but he boxed that man ears off. I mean, he was like 10-0. You know what I'm saying? And going back to what Jarvis was saying, he was like, the power wasn't really there. But all that really told me was that Errol Spence was, you know, working on different things, working on boxing. Even when he came back to fight Danny Garcia, what'd he tell you? He said, you gonna see a smarter fighter. You're going to see a more calculated fighter. Salute to the brother Jay Harris, too real in the building. What's good? Yeah, pop-up special. You know how, hey, you know how we doing it, man. Hey, y'all gotta make sure y'all got y'all notifications on, because I might just pull up on y'all, man. You never know. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But that's exactly the type of energy and the type of vibe that Errol Spence was building around that Manny Pacquiao count. I expected Earl to go out there and stop Manny Pacquiao. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I knew he was putting together a more complete game plan. You know, that's why you're gonna see, I believe from this point forward, you're gonna see a more complete Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? He's had more time to really sit back and, you know, even though his IQ level was already high, he's had more time to watch film, had more time to think about the small things that I can get better at in the ring. And then now, you know, of course, already being in shape 2 months out from the fight, you dig what I'm saying? You know, being able to actually put those things into play, you know, getting a lot of sparring in, doing a lot of work in the gym on the heavy bag and on the mitts and different things like that. And I knew going into that Manny Pacquiao fight, if it would have actually happened, we was gonna see something special. We was gonna see something special, and that's why I feel like Ugas about to get this shit worse. Ugas about to get this shit worse, man. You know, and all respect to Yordenis Ugas, but he about to get this shit worse, man. He about to get this shit worse. And I love the fact that it's Ugas, because I think and I know that he's gonna bring that out of Errol Spence. You know, because Earl is going to understand that I can't go in here and play with this dude. This is a real live dog. Ugas truly believes he can win this fight. Ugas is coming into this fight with the intention to get the victory and to become the first Cuban fighter to ever hold 3 titles. These are things that he's cognizant of and that he's like ambitious about. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be some real shit. And keep in mind, Ugas been wanting to fight Errol Spence for years. He been wanting to fight Terrence Crawford too, you know, on Trill Boxing Talk. You know, Black Fight Fan, he actually interviewed Bo Matt back in the day, a few years ago, and they was talking about going after Yordenis Ugas. I don't know why it didn't happen. It ain't like Ugas was tied up into something. You feel me? Ugas was a regular guy on a PBC roster that they probably could have called up. Al, let me get that. You feel me? We need somebody to fight. Bob Arum, he could have made that shit. I don't know why that didn't happen, but you know, they know Ugas beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs. That don't mean he gonna do it in the pros. I'm just saying they know the brother is tough. You know, but he been wanting to fight Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. So he knows he knows what's at stake going into this fight. Salute to the brother Jay Harris, too real, in that super chat coming through and showing love. He said just showing love. Y'all make sure as cop some of that, make sure you cop some of that merch. Regime is selling. I got a sweater that's fire. Hey, appreciate you, my brother. Hey, 100, dog. Appreciate the support. Yes, sir. Hey, if y'all ain't checked out the website contenderapparel.com, we got real designer shit, real fly shit. You know what I'm saying? We got like little t-shirts like this. This the OG shit. You feel me? But we got way more new shit. But we got real designer shit. I'm talking about, I'm putting y'all in, you know what I mean, high fashion type shit. I'm putting y'all in designer jackets and shit. You know what I mean? Custom pieces. Original, 100% designed by me. You feel me? Like real shit. You know what I mean? So fuck with me. You know, but I cannot wait for this fight, bruh. I cannot wait for this fight. It's going down. I think we're going to see the best Errol Spence we ever seen, man. You know, and it's just crazy that, you know, everything is unfolding exactly how I thought it would. You know what I mean? Everything is unfolding exactly how I thought it would. You know, I'm just ready to actually see the fight, you know, happen. We need a date. You know, we need to actually see these boys get in the ring and see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? But I thought it was dope that we actually get a chance to get that perspective from somebody who's actually in the ring, like in camp with Errol Spence right now. You know what I mean? That's a different perspective. That's a different perspective. So anybody that's having questions about injuries, the eye, you know, what type of shape he's in, you're getting it from somebody who's actually sharing the ring with him. And then also who's on the outside looking in when he's having other sparring sessions and things like that. You really can't get a better perspective than that, you know? And again, I don't expect Errol Spence to come out and do a whole lot of talking. I actually don't want him to come out and do no crazy talking and shit like that, especially for this fight. I think this shit should be all business. And you seen in the hashtag when he posted, he said they take your silence for weakness, no more hiccups, line them up. That's the type of energy that I expect. For this fight, after you fight Ugas and you beat Ugas, you're successful. You become a 3-belt title holder, 1 belt away from Undisputed. The only other fight after that makes sense is Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But after that, then now you talk your shit. Now it's time to talk your shit. You feel me? Leading up into the Terrence Crawford fight. Now you talk your shit. But right now, I just want to see just work. That's all I want to see. Just work. You know what I'm saying? Just work. And that's what I expect. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. You dig what I'm saying? Salute to the brother. I already got my man Marlon Primus in the building, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. You feel me? What type of performance are y'all expecting from Errol Spence going into this Ugas fight? What are y'all expecting? I could see this fight going the distance. I could. It depends on how Errol chooses to approach this fight. And let me say this as well. I don't think the fight going a distance or being a stoppage determines like the level of skill that was displayed. I don't think that's equal. You know what I'm saying? I think he could go out here and win a 12-round decision and put on a masterclass, and that shit is extremely impressive. But then I can see him going out there and bulldozing Ugas and like just stepping on him, and that shit'll be hella impressive as well. Decarius Cox say KO. Hey, I can definitely see that, bro. The more and more I think about that matchup, just like G May said, he said, I think he gonna stop Ugas in the second half. Just like I swear, G Mays, I was just thinking of that aspect of the fight. The more and more I think about that matchup, I think about what it's gonna look like on the back end of the last 6 rounds. Because I expect Errol to come out there and kind of play chess the first couple of rounds just to see what type of energy or pressure that Ugas is coming with. We know Ugas is primarily a counterpuncher. Isaiah Matthews in the building. Salute. What's good? We know Ugas is primarily a counterpuncher, so I would expect Errol to maybe, of course, try to be first because that's Ugas going to allow you to be first, just like how Danny Garcia allowed Errol to be first. Mikey Garcia allowed Errol to be first. I told y'all, if you let Errol Spence be first, what you think he going to do? He going to be first. That's what he going to do. He going to be first. If you let Errol Spence be first, what the fuck you think he going to do? When he fight Terrence Crawford gonna let him be first. And he gonna be first. Spence TKO in the 10. It's gonna be a high energy output after about the 3rd round. I could definitely see that. Danny Scott in the building. Salute. What's good? Said when Spence goes quit, he working. Oh, go quiet. Yeah. Big facts. Always. What's your point? Facts in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. What's good? Shaquan say Spence by stoppage. Okay. Man, at first, I was leaning towards a unanimous decision just because I initially just looked at this shit as a pure chess match. I was going hedge a stoppage, a good possibility that Spence could stop him. But my first thought was unanimous decision, but I'm leaning more and more towards a stoppage. Just because looking at the fact that, we're 2 months out or a month and a half, 2 months at this point, and he's already in phenomenal shape. If you listen to what Marvelous Jarvis said, remember, Errol Spence is naturally bigger than him. He said, I know for a fact that I weigh more than him right now. That was extremely telling to me. Skinny Too Litty say Earl probably in the gym right now while we on here. I wouldn't doubt it at all. That was extremely telling to me. The fact that he's naturally bigger than Marvelous Jarvis. We 2 months out from the fight, and this guy saying that I can feel and I can tell that I am heavier than him in the ring right now. That let me know that Earl is some motherfucking shape. Cut up like a bag of dope, looking like Bruce Leroy. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shape this brother in right now. That shit's scary. 2 months out, that shit's scary. That's where the strength and conditioning shit come in the closer and closer you get to the fight. That's where you get to like really, chisel up and lean out because you done got really all that extra ass, crazy ass weight off you. Now it's really just, tuning down and just getting stronger. That's really all it is now. You done got all that baby fat up off of you. Now you just chiseling up and getting stronger. As you continue the last, couple of weeks or so, you cutting that water weight off. Salute to the brother. Man, I always mess your name up, bruh. PSO Lyric, man. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you for coming through. Shout out to my brother Rivera Frazier in the building. What's good? Said Earl gonna break him down, but Ugas' elusiveness and physical strength is underrated. That's big facts. Said, hold on, that shit's kind of moved on me. He said, Earl all the way though. Earl will, at the very least, hurt Ugas in this fight. I totally agree. I think at the very least, we will see Yordenis Ugas touch the canvas. At the very least, he will touch the canvas. You can bet on that. Because one thing about Ugas, every fighter has their flaws. One thing about Ugas, though, I think he's a phenomenal counterpuncher. I think he's a very sharp fighter, very cerebral and intellectually sharp with his ring IQ. All those things are true. But one thing about Ugas is he cannot resist the fight. He cannot resist the fight. Though he wants to sit back, allow you to be first, and counterpunch you, now when you're fighting a guy with the output of an Errol Spence, with the jab of an Errol Spence, it being constant and, coming in variation, a guy that has a motor that Errol Spence has, it's very dangerous for you to be just primarily a counterpuncher because you're at the mercy of Errol Spence. You're at the mercy of what type of pace he chooses to have in that fight. Now, mind you, I'm talking about pressure, and this dude can outbox you as well in the middle of the ring. We know that. But you're at the mercy of Errol Spence Jr. Now, you got this guy coming at you with a constant jab, stiff, accurate, coming at you in all different type of variations with different types of power on it. And then you got crazy shit coming behind that. Yordenis Ugas, at sometimes he can get baited into a fight. Even when probably he should be, either pivoting, giving you an angle, or trying to set you up for a counter. I think with Errol Spence's work rate, it's going to be easy for him to bait Ugas into a fight. I want to know what Ugas does when he get on those ropes. You know what I'm saying? Will he be able to turn Errol Spence? Now, Ugas, he don't really have the greatest feet. I think he got decent feet. You know what I'm saying? Normally he'll have a wide stance. You know what I'm saying? But, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Normally he'll have a wide stance and he like to sit down on his shots and shit like that. But Ugas, I don't really see him being able to do what Sean Porter did when Earl get him on the ropes, try to turn him real quick or try to put him in a vulnerable position and shit like that. I think Ugas going to have some trouble getting off those ropes because we know Earl, especially when he's at his strongest, like when he gets you on those ropes, bro, you damn near, motherfuckers can damn near start counting down on the time, like how long it's going to be for your asses up out of there. Like, that's real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. When Errol Spence gets you on the ropes, bro, it's hard for you to really get back into a position of dominance or a position of control in your eyes because being in a ring with Spence, you probably, unless you're somebody that's on that level, or above his level, you're probably never going to be in a position of dominance. But what you want to do is try to put yourself in a position of control, you know, in your best ability. So you don't just get taken advantage of on the ropes, because you seen what he did to Chris Algieri on the ropes. You seen what he did to Kell Brook when he got him on the ropes. You seen what he did to Leonard Bundu when he got him on the ropes. You seen what he did to Phil Greco when he got him on the ropes. I mean, when he get your ass on the ropes, bruh, you damn near fucked up. You seen what he did to Lamont Peterson when he got him on the ropes. Shit really get tough. Shit really get tough. You know, he got Danny Garcia on the ropes a couple of times, but I feel like he just wasn't as sharp. And, you know, probably had a different game plan as well. But, you know, Danny did a good job of trying to stay off of the ropes. You could tell that was a big part of their game plan. Angel and Danny Garcia, they didn't have much going on, but I can tell watching that fight, and if you go back and watch, you can tell that Danny Garcia, they did everything they could to stay their ass off them ropes because they knew it's trouble. They knew it's trouble. Said, who more difficult stylistically, Thurman or Ugas for EJ? That's a good question. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's Ugas. I think Ugas stylistically, I think Ugas is more difficult because with Keith Thurman, and I really got to see how he looked Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I got to see how he looked Saturday. Now, granted, he's fighting Mario Barrios. This ain't really going to tell me too much. But what I'm looking for is just, you know, is he still sharp? I'm looking for like small shit. I'm not going into this fight looking for you know, if he beat Mario Barrios, oh, he's back at the top. No, I'm just looking for small shit just to let me know, okay, you know, is he still Keith Thurman? But what I'm getting at is that with Keith Thurman, he can box, but I don't really feel like Keith Thurman has an identity. He had an identity early on in his career because he was one-time Keith Thurman, and he would come out throwing big lefts and rights. That's always been Keith Thurman's calling card. Now, we know that he can box. He's shown in certain fights. He's shown on the back end of that Danny Garcia fight, which, in my opinion, was Keith Thurman's most complete performance. He showed that he can box on the back end of that fight. He showed in the Robert Guerrero fight that he can box. But I don't think he showed in the latter part of the Manny Pacquiao fight that he can box. Salute to the brother Christopher Russell in the building. Get those likes up. Y'all heard that, brother, man. Get those likes up, man. Hit that like button for your boy. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Keith Thurman has shown that he can box, but I think Keith Thurman's lack of a jab, because he don't use the jab enough, in my opinion, his lack of a jab is going to get him stopped by Errol Spence. It's going to get him stopped. I think Errol Spence deals with Keith Thurman in quicker fashion than he does with Yordenis Ugas. I think Yordenis Ugas' ability to counterpunch, him having so much success and experience fighting southpaws, is what makes him difficult. You know, is going to give Errol Spence some type of issues. I think it's going to take Errol Spence a couple of rounds to like really try to figure out Ugas, if he don't just come out there and press him early on. But even if he does that, it's still going to be like a chess match at first. Even though he's applying pressure, he's not going to be reckless with it. Errol Spence applies intelligent pressure, so when he's coming in, he might not even be throwing a whole lot of shots. He might just be throwing like some feint type of jabs just to kind of get a reaction out of you. You know, but I think he deals with Keith Thurman easier. I could be wrong, though. Hopefully Keith Thurman showed me something this weekend. You know, hopefully he's been working on some different things and making his game more complete. But I don't really think Keith Thurman have an identity. He don't really have an identity, you know. He was Keith one-time Thurman, throwing big lefts and rights, going for the KO. You know, KOs for life. But then it's kind of like, it seems like after the first couple of rounds, when he realized that he can't get you out of there, then he start like being very conservative. Keith Thurman, he hasn't for a while just really like put together a complete fight for me. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily showing all the skills that he have on one night, but he really ain't just put together like a complete fight for me in a while. You know what I'm saying? I think he got to find himself again. But going into a fight with Errol Spence, that ain't the fight where you try to find yourself. You need to know who the fuck you is before you get in there with Errol Spence. That ain't the fight where you try to find yourself, because you're going to find your ass on the ground. You dig what I'm saying? But, you know, I really think that the Ugas fight, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Out of like the current guys, not counting Jerron Boots, Ennis, and Virgil Ortiz, and the guys coming up kind of being guys like that, out of the top guys, and of course Sean Porter just, you know, he's gone now. I think, you know, outside of Terrence Crawford, Ugas is probably the toughest guy for Errol Spence right now. And a lot of people feel like the Ugas fight stylistically could be an even tougher fight than the Terrence Crawford fight. You know, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think there's some validity to the people, that statement or that idea. People who think that, I think they got, you know, they might have a point. But we'll have to see. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to see. You know, I just feel like Terrence Crawford, you know, it depends on how he approached the fight. If he want to sit back and just wait for one perfect shot like he been doing lately, you know, sitting down on his punches, really just, you know, not really moving a whole lot, sitting back, being a sharpshooter, you know, being that technician that he is, you know, looking for that one kill shot, you know, just trying to time you and shit like that. If he gonna do that the whole fight, he not gonna beat Errol Spence. But I feel like, you know, Terrence Crawford, he really just got a puncher's chance. I don't see him outboxing Errol Spence unless he, you know, he get on his Victor that shit he was on when he fought Victor Postol, and he gonna have to do that times like 3. The way Terrence Crawford fought Victor Postol, he gonna have to do that times 3. His movement in that fight gonna have to be that times 3. He gonna have to be able to move more than that, because Errol gonna cut that ring off on him. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's going to be tough for anybody to beat Errol Spence at 147 right now. I'm not even going to lie to you. Said he going to do him like he did Lamont Peterson. Talking about Ugas. I can see this fight going like that, because if you compare, I think Lamont Peterson and Ugas, they are, of course, different fighters, and they have similar styles. Both are good counterpunchers. I think Ugas is a better counterpuncher than Lamont Peterson was, though. I think Lamont Peterson had more power than Ugas. Roddy B in the building, salute to you, my brother. What's good? I think Lamont Peterson had more power than Ugas. I think Lamont Peterson may have had like more hand speed, but I do think that Ugas is just a more complete fighter, at least at the stage that Errol Spence fought Lamont Peterson. He wasn't, I thought he was still like decent at that time, but you know, he was a fighter that came up. I believe Ugas fought at 140 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So he was a fighter, Lamont Peterson was a fighter that came up from 140. You know what I'm saying? But you can compare those two fights. You can compare Ugas and Lamont Peterson, and you probably come to the same conclusion on what Errol Spence is going to do to Yordenis Ugas, because they have very similar styles. Size as well. I think in size, you know, Lamont Peterson might have been like a half-inch taller than Ugas, if not like literally like the same height. Ugas might be a little bit more sturdy and strong physically. They have a lot of similarities. Dula Debucha in the building. Salute to you, my brother. I hope I said your name right. Said, yeah, I don't think Ugas used his jab good enough for EJ. Yeah, that's another thing. What Ugas likes to do is Ugas likes to counter over your jab. He should use the jab more. I think he would be a lot more effective, but Ugas has fell into that idea of, I'm going to be just pure counterpunch shouting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm counterpunch shouting. I'm sitting back. I'm waiting on I'm going to let you make the first move. I'm going to wait on you and just capitalize on every mistake that you make. You feel me? Now, that could work for you, and then it could work against you. You know, in this fight, I think anybody that fights Errol Spence, you're going to have a jab. Because if you let him establish his jab and dominate you with the jab, bro, you giving half the fight away. Just off that. You giving 5 or 6 rounds away off that. Let alone all the shit that come behind the jab that could lead to your demise or you getting knocked out or something like that. But his jab, it puts you down 5 or 6 rounds if you don't have no jab. So you're going to have to definitely have a jab. But I think that's going to be a disadvantage where Ugas is going to be at in this fight. You know, but I think Ugas is going to come into this fight really looking to try to tee off. You know, try to catch Errol Spence, you know, make him miss and make him pay. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Ugas will come into this fight very confident in fighting a southpaw. Because he's had so much success in his career. And then, of course, he's coming off the biggest win in his career versus the all-time great Manny Pacquiao. You know, one of the great southpaws you ever see. Said that Peterson fight was a brutal beatdown. It was. It was, man. And I fuck with Peterson, man. I fuck with Barry Hunter as well. You know, it was kind of fucked up, man, seeing that boy get beat like that, man. But he showed heart. He showed heart, man. And I think it was, the fight was stopped in the 7th round. He didn't come out of his corner. But I think it was like the 5th round when Earl had knocked him down. And Lamont Peterson came back. He hit Earl with like 2. He hit him with like a left-right while Earl was in the middle of swinging and shit because Earl was trying to finish him. But Lamont Peterson, shit, his back was against the ropes, and he went out there. He was like, shit, I'm finna, you know, I ain't finna just fall like no hoe. I ain't finna just go like that. I'm gonna let my hands go. Salute to the brother, Mr. Michael NY, in that super chat, coming through and showing love. Salute to you. He said, I can't wait until they announce the fight officially. I think Earl is gonna lump Ugas up bad. Plus, I hope Ugas he said, plus I hope Ugas girl brings out her cousin and friend. Hey, big facts. Yeah, man, she got to bring them all out, man. You know what I'm saying? She got to bring them all out, man. Salute to the brother Vigilante Cato in the building. What's good? Andrew Williams in the building. What's good with you, my brother? Appreciate you for pulling up. Every day getting rich in the building. What's good? Said he'll knock Keith Thurman out in the first round. Damn. I don't know about the first round. And you know Keith Thurman, man. Keith Thurman, one of them dudes, he hard to stop. Well, I don't know. He ain't been in there with Errol Spence. He ain't been in there with somebody who can cut that ring off on his ass. And that's Keith Thurman's worst nightmare because y'all know when Keith Thurman get hurt, and I hope he's gotten better at this. I hope this is something that he's fixed because I don't think his days of getting hurt are over. But I hope this is something that he fixed. When Keith Thurman get hurt, it's like he don't know how to really like going. I don't think he reacts well to getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? He just backtrack in a straight line. And what you will see are guys just follow him instead of cutting the ring off and cornering him. Now, I got to give Keith Thurman some props. It's been working so far, and he's been able to survive. You know what I'm saying? But when he get back, when he get hurt, he back and he bag back in a straight line, and he's visibly hurt. He's obviously hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing I feel like he got to get better at, having a poker face. When you get hurt, like how Keith Thurman get hurt to the body, sometimes that shit hurts so bad you can't even hide it. But damn, like he gonna have to do a better job at, you know, recovering and, you know, reacting a better way. Hold that motherfucker or something. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, use some angles or something. Like if you try to do that against Errol Spence, he hurt you to the body, he gonna cut that ring off on your ass. You gonna try to bag back in a straight line, he gonna cut that ring off on your ass and put an end to you. Salute to the brother Rahman King in that super chat, coming through and showing love. He said, I honestly don't think Ugas will beat Spence. He just doesn't have the power to keep Spence off. That's a great point. Keep Spence off of him. Much love from up here in Ohio. Best show. Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate that, dog. 100. Hey, shout out to Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys got the Cincinnati Bengals in a Super Bowl. You feel me? Hey, I rock with that boy Joe Burrow. And Jamar Chase, man, salute to y'all. 432, the drop radio in the building. Salute to you, my brother. What's good? Appreciate you for pulling up. Said I'm halfway getting excited for a possible Spence Thurman fight. Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be mad at some point if Errol Spence fought Keith Thurman. Do I want that fight next after this Ugas fight? No, I don't. I want to see Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. That's all I want. If Errol Spence get past Ugas, all I want is Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Errol say, all right, you go beat Terrence Crawford, you become undisputed, you feel me? The first 4-belt undisputed champion in welterweight history. You become undisputed, and you say, all right, I'll stay at 147 for one more fight. Fuck it. I'll fight Keith Thurman. Or, like the brother Decarius Cox just said, you can come up to 154 and get this work. I would actually prefer that. I don't think Keith Thurman deserves any type of, dibs, or he don't deserve none of that, bro. This guy's already fighting on pay-per-view, coming off a loss. He don't deserve that. Now, look, I ain't trying to stop nobody from getting to their money, man. Look, that ain't none of my business. I hope he get all the money in the world. I ain't hating on nobody. I support Keith Thurman. I'm a Keith Thurman fan, and I hope that brother get everything that he got coming to him and all the success in the world. But I'm just saying, this man on pay-per-view, and he coming off a loss, and he really did shit in the last few years, right? So I don't think, and he's fighting Mario Barrios, another guy coming off a loss. You dig what I'm saying? So I feel like he shouldn't have no type of priority, dibs, or say so in what Errol Spence got going on. He need to sit back, wait his turn. If he want to try to stop some, or if he want to, cut in line, go get in there with Boots. You know what I'm saying? Go get in there with Virgil. Go get in there with Connor Bean. You dig what I'm saying? Go get in there with one of these up-and-coming guys and show us that you still got that fire and desire. Show us that. Because right now, I'm still on the fence. You fight Mario Barrios, that don't show me you still got that fire and desire. I heard you on the Sean Porter Way podcast. Salute to them brothers. Shout out to Sean Porter and the Porter Way podcast. You know what I'm saying? Always entertaining. But I seen Keith Thurman on the Porter Way podcast, talking crazy, saying I'm that dark horse. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm the one that can emerge from the rubbles and come back to the top. That's me. Yeah, I hear you, Keith Thurman, but you're gonna have to do a little bit more than talking. Keith Thurman can talk. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman live by the WWE rules. You know what I'm saying? Every time Keith Thurman talk, he sound like a wrestler. You feel me? I get wrestler vibes from Keith Thurman every time he talk. Every time. You feel me? That he can sell a show. He can sell a show. But look, I'm going to need more than that from Keith Thurman. I'm going to need Keith Thurman to get in there with one of these, with Jaron Ennis. If Ugas take a L in this Errol Spence fight, get in there with Ugas. Show, you know what I'm saying? Get in there with Ugas. Let me know what you got. Get in there with Virgil Ortiz. He don't deserve to just jump in line and fuck up the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. No, man. That shouldn't go down like that. Now I understand on the business side, it can make money. If Keith Thurman go out there, he knock out Mario Barrios, everybody gonna say, "Oh my God, Keith Thurman, he's back." The hardcore Keith Thurman fans, they gonna be like, "Oh my God, Keith Thurman, he's back." Oh, one time Keith Thurman KOs for life. This gonna be his first KO since what was his name? Jose Soto Carras? Jesus Soto Carras? That shit was like 6 years ago. This gonna be his first stoppage in years. The hardcore Keith Thurman fans, they gonna go crazy. They gonna go crazy. So he go out there, he knock out Mario Barrios on pay-per-view. I don't know we don't talk about who gonna buy the fight and all that shit. But look, let's say he does sell well on pay-per-view. And a lot of people see this knockout. Then the highlight reel is crazy, going, crazy on social media, a wrestler. Yeah, you gotta say it like that, especially talking about Keith Thurman. He a wrestler. You feel me? The highlight reel go crazy on social media. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a huge demand. He get on the mic, call out Errol Spence. I want the winner, Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas. What's good? They might announce the date at this fight. We might get the Errol Spence and Ugas date Saturday. And then Keith Thurman, after the fight, he get on the mic, you know, I want Errol Spence. I want the win out of Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas. I just knocked out Mario Barrio, KOs for life. You better not duck me, son. You know what I'm saying? You already know how it's going down. Lloyd Sweat Real in the building. What's good? You already know. So I can understand the business angle on how they can sell that fight. A long-time rivalry. Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. Errol Spence finally gets his hands on Keith Thurman. You know how they can do. You know how they gonna do that. But even with all that being said, I still want to see Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford next. I want to see Undisputed. That energy that I have for Undisputed, it's the same for everybody. The same way I'm on George Kambosos' ass because he need to fight Devin Haney for Undisputed. I'm going to be on the win out of this Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas fight and on Terrence Crawford ass too. I want to see Undisputed. You know, if Errol Spence get out of this fight and he sends some type of contract or whatever to Terrence Crawford and they slow gassing on signing that shit, I'm on Terrence Crawford ass. If Errol Spence get out this fight and, you know, he not making no type of effort to fight Terrence Crawford and Terrence Crawford is seeming like he making all the effort, calling PBC, trying to set up meetings and shit like that, I'm going to have to get on Errol Spence's ass because we talking about Undisputed. And this the biggest fight in boxing. For Undisputed, I got to see it. I got to see it. So the same way I feel about, you know, JT and Jose Ramirez doing Undisputed, that shit made my day. You know what I mean? Jamil Charlo and Brian Castano, they went straight ahead to Undisputed the first time. Now they doing a rematch, doing it again. I'm all for Undisputed. That's what I want to see. I want to see one face, one name, one champion, one belt, the best, period. And it just so happened that, you know, I feel like my guy, you know, the brother from Dallas, Texas, you know, the truth, the big fish. I see him coming out on top. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I see him coming out on top. You feel me? So I want to see Undisputed, man. That's what I want. And I truly believe that Errol Spence will make a valiant effort to make that happen. I think that PBC, the higher ups, the big wigs, all of the guys over there in the suits and shit, I think they are definitely pushing an agenda to try to keep everything in house, especially when you got Keith Thurman coming back, you know, emerging from the dirt and shit. You know what I'm saying? He done cut his hair, got the preacher haircut, you know, looking like he done slid by Supercuts. You know what I'm saying? He done let a monkey cut his hair with his feet. You dig what I'm saying? The monkey holding his clippers with his feet and shit. Cutting Keith Thurman hair. You know what I mean? Keith Thurman coming up out of nowhere. He knock out Mario Barrios. I already know they're gonna be trying to make a play to put Keith in there with Errol Spence. And they gonna offer Errol Spence a bag too. They gonna offer Errol Spence a bag. Salute to the brother D'Avian Bible in that super chat coming through and showing love. He said, I think most of us can agree we want Earl versus Bud more than the Popeye sandwich when it first dropped. Hey, big facts. Big facts. You dig what I'm saying? Look. I know they gonna offer Errol Spence a bag for that Keith Thurman fight. But I believe that Errol Spence is gonna be like, okay, I see what y'all play is, but I gotta go handle this business. I gotta go handle this business. What we gotta do to make this Terrence Crawford fight? What's the budget like? Is he willing to take this 60-40? It don't matter what the budget and the bag is for. He get his 40%, I get my 60, and we good. I think Earl really gonna push that issue on that. That's just the type of vibe I'm getting. Like he said, when I get this third belt, we'll see who holding up the fight. The brother ain't did nothing but stick by everything he said the whole time. So I can't do shit but ride with him on that. I can't do nothing but ride with him on that. He ain't did shit but stick to everything he said he was gonna do. Errol Spence, if Errol Spence become undisputed, he did it the hard way. You feel me? He got it out the mud. Salute to the brother 432, the drop radio in a super chat coming through and showing love. He said, keep the fire burning. Best fight. He said, best fight mine, period. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that 100, dog. Appreciate you for pulling up and chopping up on this boxing with your boy. 100. You feel me? But he ain't did. If Errol Spence become undisputed, think about it. He really got this shit out the mud. One by one. It wasn't no, I fought one dude who had 3 belts. And now I got 3. Or I had one, I fought a dude that had 3. Now it's up. I'm undisputed. Errol Spence went and collected these bitches one by one. Kell Brook, Sean Porter, these true champions. Yordenis Ugas, who just beat the real WBA champion, who beat Keith Thurman, the legend Manny Pacquiao. This man fighting lineal, like real deal champions, one by one, and then you go beat Terrence Crawford, the quote unquote pound for pound #1 fighter in the sport on so many people's lists. I have him rated #2 right now. He could very well be #1. If you sat here and you told me that you think Terrence Crawford is #1 pound for pound in the sport of boxing, you're not gonna get no argument from me. I'm gonna say right on, because I respect that. That's how good that brother is in the shit that he accomplished in the game. So Errol Spence go beat him? That's 4 champions to become undisputed. It wasn't no I beat one guy who had all the, no. This man going one by one, collecting these belts like he said he was gonna do. So as far as him saying, we'll see who holding up the fight after I get this 3rd title, I gotta respect it. And I believe the brother gonna do what he said he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I believe we really gonna see what's up after this Spence and Ugas fight. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I know PBC, they probably got a little, you know, they got money because they trying to offer Canelo this astronomical number to fight Jamal Charlo. They paid him an insane amount to fight Caleb Plant. They paid Caleb Plant $10 million. $10 million. I know it's money out there. I know this ain't PBC, but did they, who is that trying to get Dillian White $8 million? What the hell Dillian White done deserve? What he did to deserve $8 million. Dillian White, $8 million? That's ridiculous. Anybody can get $8 to $10 million these days. So I know they got the money. So I feel like they probably got a bag somewhere put aside, you know, for Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. They gonna try to throw a bag at Errol Spence, but he gotta say, nah, fuck that. I got a goal I'm trying to accomplish. I got some shit I'm trying to do for my legacy and for the fans. And on top of that, I'ma still get a bag with Terrence Crawford. Come on now. It's a no-brainer. Salute to the brother Davian Bible back in that super chat, coming through and showing love. He said, all you had to do was take the damn 60-40, bud. Big smoke, boys. Hey, big facts. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. But you already know, you know Bob Arum wasn't going to have that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum wanted 50-50 the whole time so he can eat off Terrence Crawford. And if they would have, I think, if they would have called, if PBC, Errol Spence, Man Down Promotion, if they would have called Bob Arum bluff and gave him the 50-50, he probably still wouldn't have took that shit. I'm going to be real with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I know for damn sure Bob Arum wouldn't, because, you know, Terrence Crawford, he didn't really have no say over what percentage it was going to be. He was going to have to take whatever percentage that Bob Arum and Top Rank negotiate for him. So Bob know that doing 60-40, it's going to be less money for him. But if I can get 50-50, Now I can eat off y'all plate. I can really eat off y'all. That's all he wanted to do because he felt like he was losing money on Terrence Crawford. So he like, even though he wasn't really putting no money, I mean, he paying Terrence Crawford, but they wasn't putting no effort behind promoting him. But that's a whole nother story. You dig what I'm saying? They wasn't showing Terrence Crawford the love that they were showing Lomachenko. They got Lomachenko. They on ESPN. You got the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world at that time, Andre Ward, and then you got Terrence Crawford right there, and you talking about Lomachenko pound for pound. Man, you gotta be shitting me. I just posted the video last week when Fred from Barbershop Conversation, he interviewed Errol Spence after the Amir Khan fight, after Terrence Crawford fought Amir Khan. And he was like, they not promoting him right. Yeah, the fight gonna happen, but, and I like Terrence Crawford. He cold. This is what Errol Spence said. I like Terrence Crawford. He cold. He a real fighter. But they not promoting him right. Every 5 seconds, they talking about Lomachenko on your card. Why you even bringing this man's name up? They had an agenda. They had an agenda. So even though I know they didn't put the effort that they should have put behind him, they still was trying to eat off him with that Errol Spence and Crawford shit. He wasn't going to take nothing less than 50-50 because in his mind, that's the only way I can rob the bank. That's the only way I can eat off Terrence Crawford. If we do 60-40, he going to get paid, but I ain't finna eat like that. I got to try to, because he trying to get that back end too. He know the fight big. So I just hope that now Terrence Crawford, hopefully he handle his business with Top Rank. I hope he take their ass for everything they got. Fuck that 10 million. I hope he take 100 million from their ass. Take all their money. Goddamn me. But I know they got some other young black American fighters over there too. So, I want them young brothers to eat too. So don't take everything. But I hope he rip their motherfucking teeth out. That's what I hope. You dig what I'm saying? But hopefully Terrence Crawford take care of that, and then we can get down to business with this Spence and Crawford fight. 60-40, whatever the percentage is going to be, just make sure it's fair for both guys, and, man, they get it on. Undisputed. That's what I want to see. Fuck that Keith Thurman shit, man. Keith Thurman going to have to show me something. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I know PBC going to come with that bag. They going to come with that bag. They going to say, look, Earl, look, all right. Now, Keith, he just did. I'm just assuming. I don't think this shit gonna happen. But they gonna be like, okay, let's say Keith did 250 or 300,000. Out of nowhere, I don't know how. But now, okay, shit, Keith, he just did 300,000. Shit, Terrence Crawford, he ain't never sold 200,000. Now, look, we can give you this right here. You fight Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? We can give you 12 million. 3-belt unification. Old time rivalry. Keith Thurman, he coming off a knockout with Mario Barrios. You dig what I'm saying? He just sold 300,000. Oh yeah. We can put y'all together. We can give you 12 million. We'll get Keith 5. Bro, I already know how the play gonna go down. It's just gonna be up to Errol Spence to say, shit, am I gonna go with that? Or am I gonna say fuck that? Let's go make this Terrence Crawford shit happen. Dalen Chopper in the building. Salute. What's good? Said Keith ain't doing 300,000. Bro, I don't think Keith doing 50,000. I don't think he doing 50,000. I'm gonna be real, but stranger things have happened. And if they do come out and say he did anything more than 50,000, the numbers are fake. They not real. You know what I'm saying? But perception is reality. If they somehow can finagle and finesse the people and say, this man did 300,000 pay-per-view buys, that's going to be justification for them to say, all right, look, we finna do Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. Errol Spence go out there and get a little quick bag on Keith, stop him, and then go fight. You know what I'm saying? I see the play, bro. I'm just hoping it don't go down like that. He said, damn show lane, cause I'm fire sticking that boy. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. Y'all know I'm pro fighter and I'm pro black fighter as well. And I want us to support these guys and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially the brothers, but I can't justify. I can't do it. We ain't frivolous like that. You dig what I'm saying? We ain't just doing no dumb shit. We gonna be smart with it, shit that makes sense. So I wouldn't even tell y'all to go out there and spend your money on this, because I told y'all, number one, this shit should be free. They gotta bring back. See, when they first did the PBC and they did the Fox, and those Fox day cards, and then they'll have like a Fox night card that was on Fox. It was free, regular TV. This the time where you bring that back. This is the time where you have those free fights. Now I understand if you might be in a crunch or whatever, you like, shit, fuck it, we gotta make some money. All right, so this how you do it. $5.99. That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? $5.99. That's the only thing that makes sense. $3.99 for this Keith Thurman fight. Come on, bro. This shit shouldn't be no more than $5.99 unless it's free. So, but look, if y'all want to support, man, hey, it is what it is. That's what's up. He said, I found a brand new streaming site for fights like this. I'm not buying. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? When they give us the stuff that makes sense, the stuff that we want to see, as the fans, our buying power, our support, that's our power. You know what I'm saying? Our support fiscally and, with viewership, all that shit, that's our power as fans. And we got to be able to flex that to get what we want, from these big wigs. Mark Harmillo in the building. Salute to you, my brother. What's good? Said they giving out coupons for the Thurman fight. Hey, they better be giving out some. And if they giving out coupons, that bitch better be 80% off. Dalen Chapo, what weight class? Bro, I think you misheard me, bro. You got to understand the context of what I'm saying. Rewind the tape and listen at what I said, my boy. That boy Dalen Chapo. Y'all forgive Dalen Chapo. He one of those delusional Manny Pacquiao fans. He always coming in here, using Google Translate and shit. Delusional. He don't be catching what I be saying and shit. He don't be comprehending. He think I said I'm a pro fighter. Lewis Coleman in the building. Salute. What's good? He think I said I'm a pro fighter. This dude, he on Google Translate. He not even listening to my voice for real. He got my voice being translated through Google and shit. My shit coming out all robotic and shit. He don't even know what I'm saying right now. Said buy one, get 4 free. Hey, G-May. Hey, bro, if they have some coupons like that, bro, on me, I get it. Nah, I ain't paying no damn $75 for that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, no, buy one, get 4 free. That's a hell of a coupon. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You get by 10 people to put in on that bit. You feel me? Get by 10 people to put in on that bitch, then everybody eat. Yeah. This man Dalen Chapo, man. This dude always. Hey, Dalen Chapo, did you see my Gary Russell Jr. video with Manny Pacquiao? Hey, go back and watch that, bruh. So you can get mad. Said coupons for a free shampoo at Supercuts. Oh shit. Hey, bro, you crazy. Hey, everybody, you show up to the Keith Thurman fight. Everybody get free. You get coupons for Supercuts, and you get a bottle of pink oil moisturizer. Free perm at your local salon. But y'all crazy as hell, man. Y'all wildin'. Said, has any of Errol fights did the numbers Thurman and Pac did? Huh? No excuses. It's oh, it's another one. Lewis Coleman, it's another one. Come on, man. What's good, Wood in the building? Salute to you, my brother. What's happening? Said rewatch Keith Thurman versus Diego Chavez, turning point for both fighters. It's a good point. And a fluke. But y'all wild, man. But look, I'm finna go ahead and get on up out of here. You know? Hey, see, we got Lewis Coleman and Dalen Chopper on here, man. That's when shit started going downhill. Hey, look, I'm finna get on up out of here, man. Say, you know what I mean? I hope y'all have a great night. I just wanted to pop up on y'all, chop it up. You feel me? Appreciate everybody that came through in the super chat, support the channel. Everybody in the regular chat interacting, man, chopping it up. You feel me? Like the stream if you haven't already liked the stream. Go ahead and do that, man. You know, stay tuned. We got more shit dropping this week. And, you know, like we normally do. Contender Regime, boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man. Y'all